So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to use the tools of improv comedy to create an authentic, courageous, and fulfilling life. I have a very weird job. We stand on stage, we have no script, we don't know what, the audience gives us like one little bit of information, like a scene takes place in the Oval Office or something. That comes up a lot actually lately. And, or, you know, or a hospital or whatever. And we have to create a scene, we have to work together, we have to collaborate, we have to stay very present. We can't get attached to the goal. We don't even know what the goal is. And there's, you know, obviously no script. And we each have ideas. We can't tell each other what the ideas are, so we can't whisper. And then we have to come up with this funny thing. So, of course, to some of you it sounds like maybe a fun challenge, and to others like a recurring nightmare that you have. But this is my job. People are having the opportunity in this country to be able to reinvent themselves constantly. To do that, you need to get more comfortable with being able to take risks. Otherwise, you're sort of stuck, right? Everybody knows the stuck feeling. But I really feel like you cannot actually get to a new phase without getting lost for a period, because it's about being real on stage and being authentic. And even when you're doing ridiculous comedy and you're playing the Pope's mistress, which I have done, you still have to be authentic. You have to play it real. So if you're planning something, which is what we're doing in improv, we're thinking ahead constantly, you know. I mean, and 8 different scenarios. They're all possible, and 7 of which, that's why I'm in the arts, 7 of which are not going to get used. So you have to let go. And man, constantly assigning me, like, you know, everything, hooker, whatever. Just, it's so irritating as a feminist. And so what I've gotten really good at is turning it around to be like the hooker lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
So what I've been doing through this North American tour in a lot of cities is I've invited women that I love and admire and who are interesting and doing extraordinary work in the world to come after the show and talk about what we could be doing, how we could be fixing the world instead of fixing our bodies.
Is that we're going to keep ourselves there, though. You know, if we blame, and that's all we do is just bitch and. Absolutely. And I think that the women have to, and you actually did part of a piece in Montana about the, or you were talking, I guess, afterwards about the girls being catty about each other and judging, and like, how many of you stand in line at the grocery store and everybody's picking apart who's on the cover of Us? Right. And it's like, we're doing it to the other chicks, as opposed to not buying the magazine in the first place, you know. And I think that's what's so harmful, is that we're all we're keeping each other down by buying into it. And as much as they're doing it to us, we're doing it. And this goes along with body perfection, everything you're talking about tonight. The drive to absolutely save the world has been my drive. And then somebody pointed out to me, you have a martyr complex, or a savior complex, not martyr. I'm Jewish, not Catholic, so.